So the king didn't want to even meet the moron in the first place. Wouldn't doubt it. Now, this is according to Phil Dampier, a royal correspondent of 30 years. I feel like Charles made a mistake altogether. Because the last time with Harry, you really saw that it was just because of the cancer, and Harry was going to Las Vegas. Remember back then the NFL honors thing? Harry was literally going to Vegas that same week. So the only reason Harry went over there was because the king had cancer, and had Harry been pictured in Vegas, it would have looked horrible for him. Not because Harry actually cared, right? Because we know he doesn't care. But according to this Phil Dampier guy, the pair chatted over a cup of tea and an organic biscuit. Of course, organic. They both agreed to keep the contents. See, that's not what I heard earlier in the week. They both agreed to keep the contents of their chat at Clarence's house a secret. I heard the other way around, that it was only Harry, which would make sense. Because I'll tell you right now, anyone has a conversation with Harry, you better be ready for that to go public quick. No doubt. But this is the narrative being spun. A first step to a family reconciliation. Tell me what you think about that in the comments. Honestly, I'm being very, very serious because I feel like a lot of people are even against a reconciliation. Now, working royals, that is out. Right? Harry and Meghan being working ever again, that's out. We get it. That's done. But what if Charles was to bring him just in some way into the fold? I did do a piece about that on Substack. Go and follow me on Substack. And you have to think about it from that from that perspective, that Charles possibly could. And he brings Harry back for simple things and whatever, for little appearances. I mean, we don't know that Charles is going to pass anytime soon. We don't know if it's going to be next year. It could be in 5 years. It could be in 10 years, right? But there is obviously one thing, and that's what the Substack was titled. There's obviously one thing that is true. Harry is the idiot son that Charles just can't let go of. Very, very obvious. Harry seemed happy and relaxed with a ready smile with those he met after saying about Charles. Yes, it was good. Okay, fine. I don't know how much longer my father has, Harry had said. Yeah, all that stuff, that's great. But really, the money. Sorry, I don't want to hear that. That whole, oh, my father and his health. Dude, it's all about money. The whole thing is about money. I would say maybe Harry's only got like $2 million left. Yeah. Because they always talk about his money in the press, and I'm going to end it off right here. They always talk about his money in the press and how it's like 60 million. I don't believe that anymore. I really don't. I think his money right now, I think that Meghan has sucked him dry so hard with everything. That's why he's back. He's only got like $2 million left. And that's only going to buy him maybe 10 months.